Fambulem. I tell una say this second term, yeah, now the firing president nine we get. If man able for fire force, the advisor then the surrounding, he bring the all down. Yeah, while I didn't the house. Yes. If you surrounding, you bring them down. You advisors. Now then force, you knock down. Voila. Saturday. But every kind way right now. You name the day, you name not the day. But let's say, let us just go through the list. The general public is hereby informed for say it don't please His Excellency the President, Brigadier retired Dr. Julius Mada Bio, for announce the following appointments. Number 1, Dr. Austin H. Demby, Minister of Health. Naimbi Didi. Naimbi Didi is still Didi. Dr. Demby. UNICEF, was it UNICEF? Been get $6 million for we. Where Dr. Uri be give them, we send them for go buy market. Then me say then be out half something per the thing then and knock out and the thing not be clear, sir. The first time you been there and will not get clarification. Now you still did it now. Do ya sir? That money dey. Unora left and so. Unora left and so, sir. At all not. So we don't cancel back. Must look inside for we. With the big. Mr. Amara Kalon, Minister of Public Administration and Political Affairs. Number 3, Mr. Jiro Abdullahi, Minister of the Environment and Climate Change. Number 4, Mohamed Mambangura, you know change. Is still ready. Minister of Youth Affairs. Minister of Youth Affairs, you know change, is still ready. 5, Mohamed Raman Souare, Minister of Employment, Labor and Social Security. Raman Souare na him be the information. How Salcap be end? How Siaratel end? For me Kukangia now, Minister of Employment, Labor and Social Security. Aje de Asko, Salcab and Siaratel. I don't want to go far. What type of then two then they will be they under your own point of view? Because tell me can Siaratel and sing and that's why I say, oh, it don't can salvage the situation and everything. Now can get employment, labor, and social security. The one will be they directly under them. better not be commodity. So how this one in here for look like now? We boku na in here for the underarm now. Alright. There they go. Major General retired David T.O. Taluva, Minister of Internal Affairs. Pandanoa, no did it again. If I forget Pandanoa for anything, now the Temwe Savage Bridge for them. I don't forget this AIV reporter. I don't forget his name. We go meet him for interview him. We call him, say Pandanoa. We say, oh, how did you call me? How did you call me? Oga, how did you call me? You don't see say power not the last day. It ain't last so. Alright. Well, I take the talk about something appear other side. I'll get for appear other side. But for now, in the internal affairs again. Dr. Henry M. Paka, now in agriculture and food security. Yes, agriculture. Because the last thing for that first one way they do the shuffling, a lot of we say, what to make that agriculture minister be still did? What's in the name safe again? Then you know can say just I say Abubakar. What's in the name? Yes. They say because if this term now the president saying for feed salon, why make what's in the name safe? Because they say na hospital business you do, then they can put on pa food business. I don't know they talk to radio. So another day again. It don't go. Agriculture. Mr. Chernoba. Now I'm going now for Minister of Information and Civic Education. Civic education not be needed by information. So information now don't get civic education. When I say Chernobyl, if it's an African Express, what say more? This San Francis Bank, if I like Paddy. Nine. San Francis Bank, if I like Paddy, not to African expression. Number 9, Minister of Energy. We still get the Energy Minister who they work out power bank. Alhaji Kanja Sisi. We still get Andy. Alhaji Kanja Sisi. Still lady. Transport and Aviation. We get somebody new there. Ambassador Alhaji Fande Toure. So transport and aviation don't change. But it look like say all the one that will be the promise with this bridge here. Now then they go soon. Transport and aviation then a corridor. The corridor and they call him. If you sabi that be they will fine. If you not sabi hush. Now I mean they tell you say the corridor will they make the traffic lights them, then the bus, the corridor, it go come 200 bus, now the corridor. For more than they make that corridor, they will not see the corridor. They will not see the corridor. So another day again. So how this corridor get for be like where this is not there again? All the one will be the promise within. Na pulso. Huh? Okay. Oh. Minister of Local Government and Community Affairs. Tambalamina. Neo Pulande. Tambalamina. Yeah, even a kisoya. Okay. I think say them go change. No. He did. They stand by. For the day where Kisha now APC they say we go work. They can't meet her. They wait for her. Oh, local government. Why Kisha say, now do this. They say, local government not give that permission they for do that. Oh, if you not be no. There they go. Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Dr. Sao Pato Anna Max Kine. Alright. Me na the one that will be don't promise me na the media talk about. Okay. There they go. That don't be promise me. Because water resources, I don't dig well. Mostly they ask if funded to it all left UN. It all left the bra. There they go. Mrs. Princess Dogba, Minister of Fisheries and Marine Resources. This name familiar. Also, I've been there before. Mrs. Nabila F. Tunis, Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs. Whoa. Why make where I see where EU be the read this? Where I reach here, then I begin smile. Say, what happened to Madam Memunatu Pratt, Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs? I thought she was the one. Wait. Now I begin put the code. He said, if EU don't turn opposition back now, we can't ski. Now let me ask them all. Yes, the Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs. So there will be the resident minister for Western area. Now I don't can take in position now. Tourism and Cultural Affairs. Alright. To add Tennessee, still stay put. You know, saying they give away land them. They give keke by cry that they all get land now. In the give away land them. So give away it. So uno go make it go. There. You have to go and give away land. Okay. Minister of Planning and Economic Development, Miss Kandeh Kolleh. This they don't change you. That will be Didi. You know Didi again. You know Didi again. That will be Didi, not Didi. Minister of Social Welfare. Yeah. Mrs. Melrose Kaiminti. Now they would have be the Mantita rally. We don't go now office of the vice president. So now we get social welfare. Now one ministry. Then we get Minister of Gender and Children's Affairs, Dr. Aissata Mahoy. So I see the Dr. Dennis Sandy. I begin ask back. Now that same one, where be they lands? Now I know appear so back. Now works and public assets. Dr. Dennis Sandy. Now the same. Where be they lands trade? I know say the Dennis them boku, the Sandy them boku. I don't know no more if na him back. But you want feel like say na him. Dennis Sandy. Okay. If now you don't come back. If no to him, well, now the name them FIBA. But to me, Tripoli, that Tripoli inside me, they tell me say na him. I ain't cancel back. Alright. Let we go. Minister of Sports. Wow. Yelenke. No did it again. People don't say they call people anymore. No did it. Why they call Labra in name? Well, Labra where they fly where they follow the team. Any side the team they go. You know did it again. Now woman. Now you get as Minister of Sports. Mrs. Augusta James Timer. Now, woman will get it now. So I don't think saying go the fly the fall at the team all side. Would they empower women? Okay. Maybe now Leone start and 10 they'll reach so for shine now. Miss Aja Sulematu Ba, Minister of Communication, Technology and Innovation. Communication, Technology and Innovation. Una wait. Now give me chance. Chain over now waiting. Okay, Information and Civic Education. So now 2 ministries don't come out inside. So why would they create more ministries then? Now 2 ministries so. Information they under. Then now we get Communication, Technology and Innovation. We just add other word then they no more. Okay. Mr. Kandeh Kolleh King. Now in Don Canal, Western Region. The Minister for Western Region. Who signed Nabila Tunis Binde. And Don Kandeh. Okay. Mr. Abu Abdullah Koma. Still stay put. Resident Minister North. Mr. Mohamed Ike Ali. Resident Minister South. Ambassador Umaru Biwui, Resident Minister Northwest. Mr. Beshe Jusu Ngube, Resident Minister East. So all I want to know for the ministers then. So let's come out to the deputy ministers. Then there are 26 appointments then. Some ministries were created though. 26 appointments. Look out to deputy ministers. Colonel retired Moana Brahma Masakoy, now the deputy minister of defense. Mr. Alpha Sisse. The Alpha Sisse then Boku. Alpha, wait till you can because we get that first appointment back Alpha Sisse be did it. Alpha Sisse, now deputy minister of justice. Deputy Minister of Justice. Not today Napoleon Bide. Yeah. I did Napoleon Bide. Dr. Charles Senesi, Deputy Minister of Health 1. Dr. Jelikatu Mustafa, Deputy Minister of Health 2. Mr. Philip Tetema Tundume. Tundume don't come back. Deputy Minister of Public Administration and Political Affairs. Mr. Patrick M. Jibrila, Deputy Minister of Youth. Okay. Mohamed Lansanadumbuya, Deputy Minister of Employment, Labor and Social Security. Dr. Teresa T. Dick, Deputy Minister 1 of Agriculture and Food Security. Sahemo, Deputy Minister 2 of Agriculture and Food Security. Dr. Eldred Tunde Taylor, Deputy Minister of Energy. Yusuf Keketoma Sandi, Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education. So Keketoma Sandi not in a status again. Keketoma Sandi not in a status again. Now na information and civic education na day. Rex Bonafa, Deputy Minister of Transport and Aviation. Alfred Jamiru. Oto Solomonu, this is Alfred. Alfred Jamiru, Deputy Minister of Local Government and Community Affairs. Engineer Francis A. Kalon, Deputy Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation. Mrs. Aja Aisata Abdullah Kamara. So now fisheries. Who said this woman be the last? It don't survive, but she's working though. When I know they can't see the one who they catch boats there. They can see because she is working. Now trade, don't tell her be the Deputy Minister of Trade. Yeah, now Deputy Minister of Trade. Now trade be there. So now I don't go Deputy Minister of Fisheries and Marine Resources. Mrs. Kadiatu G.A. Kamara, Deputy Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs. Miss Phyllis Kapu, Deputy Minister of Lands, Housing and Country Planning. Reverend Dr. Jonathan Titus Williams, Deputy Minister of Planning and Economic Development. Mr. Hindoa Boakai Bindi, Deputy Minister of Gender and Children Affairs. Mrs. Queen Fofana, Deputy Minister of Works and Public Assets. Mr. Ibrahim Sano. Huh? Nine. That will be there now. Deputy Minister of Communication Technology and Information. Okay? No, it's no saying that the deputies that will deal with so not so. So the deputies them now 21 appointment or reappointment. So we get other appointments them. As soon as they ask Lalo and Slimmer, you knock up yet. I can imagine how it would feel right now. Because when your name come up, you are assured say you don't get the position. If your name knock up, it means to say you either get the position or you not get them. If your name not come up. Now two things. Either you get them or you not get them. But if your name come up, that means say you don't get them. But your name no dey per this list. Okay? There we go. Other appointments. Presidential spokesman is still Team Apde. Honorable Alaji Dr. Alpha Bakar Sahid Kanu. What's in this man in real name? Every day if they answer AK11, he get different name there. Eh? Different name there. When he be the right to APC for resign, the name we puts there. There we go. Number 2. Mr. Solomon Jamiru. Now na the press secretary. So Solomon Jamiru don't come status. Information, foreign affairs, information, status. Okay. Number 3, the most anticipated appointment so far. Dr. Kandeh Kolleh Yumkella Alhaji, Chairman, Presidential Initiative for Climate Change, Renewable Energy, and Food Security. KKY. Now, greet somebody, greet sir. Because this one, we create and just for you. Presidential Initiative, Climate Change, Renewable Energy, Food Security. We dey watch you. You go parliament, you know ala nothing wey come on do. You can't tell say and soon I be the go dey talk na parliament, or I be dey talk na parliament, me I no hear. But this one, you no go do it so. You no go do it so this one. Because I never do na parliament, that guy they say for no say into it. When all day, I be dey talk na parliament, so I be dey oh no they give them chance na parliament, no sir. We don't create this for you. I don't know if you're glad for them or you're not glad for them. But we create them specially for you. So it left to you. You can talk about food security, we don't put an Iran. You can talk about climate change, we give to you. Bankasoka, renewable energy, hey, we don't give an Iran. Deliver now, ba. You say yeah for arts. Why? You say because they put the presidential initiative. So now the president's initiative. And the president me don't say, I like what you talk to him and what you want to do now they do. No, not to advisor. This one they say presidential initiative. You get to think presidential. For able for help with this food security, renewable energy, and climate change. But me, I just want to remind you something, sir. See, then say when they count solar and salon first day, you know they pay tax and then after 15. We for able help for make we dey first to know able give light. And renewable energy, the least energy efficient we will be able to get lights. So I watch the. This na give and so. Deliver for we. Parliament me. Triple level they talk so. You know do nothing dey. President Beo say no, now you say President Beo say come on here that can walk. You know the chairman. Talk less. You sabi talk. Talk less, brah. You sabi talk. That no able to take am from you. Talk less. But the work, let it talk for you. Let the work talk for you. There. Yeah? Alright, slowly go. Ambassador Michael Imran Kanu, Ambassador and Permanent Representative for Sierra Leone at the United Nations. Ambassador Amara Soa, Deputy Permanent Representative for Sierra Leone na United Nations. Brigadier General Retired Kelly Kandeh, National Security Advisor. Mr. Anes Ndomaina, Commissioner, National Commission for Social Action. NACSA, okay. Mr. Lamina P. Vamboy, State Chief of Protocol. Mr. Abdul Bakra, Executive Officer 1, Office of the President. Kandeh Kolleh, Executive Officer 2, Office of the President. Other appointments, we get 10. 10 other appointments. Now just Giso, 21 deputies and 26 ministers. You know, yeah. But don't forget, say they're all subject to parliament approval. But with the parliament where we get, if you get for congratulate them, just congratulate them. They're already whatever where you don't please the president for make them be. Yeah? You self know that. I say Alpha CC, we now the Deputy Minister of Justice, now Silver Blind in the tell you. He say currently a senior democracy and governance advisor for the United States government. Now the Freetown Embassy. He go resign in job next week for make he serve as Minister of Justice and President being government. Okay. We wish him well. See when your appointment on it. You say Kandeh Yumkella, a formidable local and international platform. They don't create for Kandeh. And in Awareness Times on Monday, he will publish a very brief but cogent commentary on how or why KKY, as the chairman for the newly created Presidential Initiative and Renewable, now the biggest winner so far. For all the appointments the President Bio don't do. Alright, so there you go. Me don't tell her what I go for tell and just know. Within Ayan, food security, agriculture, everything linked there. Within Ayan. So he left to her. So far, the appointments in the wire. The one that was still old position with the name not come out, they're not able to sleep today. They say they want for no. If the next one they come out, the name get for Dede or the name not get for Dede. Somebody they call me or they ask me, I say, I don't know. Don't tell no sit down a matter. Welcome on board, Alpha. You saw me for the week, sir.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and big thank you to Super Osfred. At least don't try for outline what to discuss inside the week. For me, I will give this na Saturday all thing go. The first thing I will talk about now the heavy downpour of rain where they come. Of course, you don't talk so many things. Of course, you make mention of the thief. We don't boku. Of course, that they had for talk. We really did. Police need for step up their game, and the government also need for support the police more, because that na the other thing will not go can fail for talk about. It doesn't mean say the police them not able for improve their game, but they lack logistics. You go call police, they tell you say motor car not dey for Kano on area, bike they not dey for Kano on area. So the government need for support them the more, and let them able for like a move, from let them improve on their performance. One thing we'll see yesterday or so, or today, even today, this morning again, come heavy one na salon day. We notice lot of flooding they take place, and we don't talk on this platform several times about the poor drainage facilities we'll get in our country, and the fact remains we as a nation we need for work on that, or else if we are not be careful, the whole city when have return will become a disaster prone area. Yeah, because if you look Pademba Road, some parts na Pademba Road now na disaster prone area because anytime you get rain, bam, they flop that they flop the streets them. Yeah, so it's a major concern for the Ministry of Works and also housing and country planning. It is but very, very important if we want for CC, we able for maintain development, we want for maintain a clean city because this entire thing what they say so even if they empower city council to the highest degree, they not get that money, they not get what it take for ensure say they're able to get proper drainage facility. So Ministry of Works or Roads and Safety and on authority, then say self get for join hand for ensure say they're able to get good drainage them at the city. And apart from the city, even the new roads them where they construct, they find out say na shallow gutters then they make. So when people are not throw away dirty then at the gutter, the gutter they not deep, they don't throw away dirty. Mega cola rubber them or apple cider rubber they don't throw away and they small rain when they come, all things don't come back na the street. So waiting they happen, they experience lot and lot of flooding. Like I can always they say for women sabi free tongue because me na village me born, even though not far from the city. Now one green Sambagota Sabi. Apart from that, for now on, they take that not ever hear any other Sambagota or any other gota way or mixed standard. And when you look at Sambagota to the extent they don't even they build house on top the gota. So what thing they happen because now one we don't get increase in population, people they build anyhow. There is no way where the water then they run. So small rain will come, they affect the whole city, they affect the whole areas. The way things say they place here not for happen, forget a disaster. But again, we they call on the Ministry of Works, we they call on SLRA, and even the City Council. They all work as a team for ensure say yes, we able to get a proper drainage facility. A second point where they talk on, you see, now the thing is what they say. We see say them renovate, if not renovate I know say reconstruct, they renovate Abacha Street. That's then I would say party picking them, la put on that way dey. If somebody know comfortable work all and so then you need for think beyond party business, think development. When we see that them photos then they na social media, the moment I see them as a development person or expert, I talk and say that particular work dey, not to standard work, not substandard work. Now when you go look at the rain wey don't come, the try they grab na street really we dem just make recently. Yeah. So that tells you we don't waste government resources, we don't waste with time, we don't waste so many things for waiting for make Uru no say this one, the timing not be proper, the layer with them put very thin, all anything and the tower with them put. At the end of the day, no problem. Yeah, we not get no planning system now we country. But like I say, it's really sad. You know, the city they happen this kind way. And imagine if this continue the next 5, 10 years, every tongue go talek any season. It would the one the way they be now they will be the engaged for today. But now even Pademba Road when come by that how you call this junction. You dey see say they all launch on Donda Street. Thank you, sir. Donda Street. You dey see say all launch on disaster prone places now. Person now we rent house now the first floor, even if not 2 story house, when season you have to the end because however you make water they can inside. No planning, no they for like they able for like ensure say they able for do proper drainage system in the country. None. At the end of the day, and the rain they continue for come, we can't stop the rain. Worst of it, we don't cut all the tree them and we when they plant. Yeah. We see say even when this government the first 5 years, we get a report where say the kind of and deforestation when they don't do, they pass almost field or stadiums them. Nothing all they take place for they able for reduce density and they. So for me, it's a big call for this government. And really, if they not take action for ensure say we get for remedy then situation and they na problem would they go for because you will reach them where see they say the season all man go they move na some certain area they go other side. Yeah. The other two I want to talk on are the new appointees, them very quick. We see say new ministries they don't be created. Whether we like it or not, whether we they support or we no support, this na addition na added load now we country aid. Now the wage bill no increase. Yeah. The with GDP not they go up, but the wage bill they increase. So what thing they can happen now? They ministry they don't create so then get forget it, then get for them get the own secretary, permanent secretary, then get for them get the own workman them. All now side they come back now, but we same people them taxpayer money. There are certain ministry like me for me as far as I'm concerned, you they merge them up, you get workman them today we get to get minister of Western area or waiting and call urban area. What you get minister for urban area for? A whole ministry you create them, not to for waste more money. Urban area when you get the president, you get the mayor, you get this, you get that. All for go say all the ministry then did it, then you get back a minister way now they waiting and call. Like seriously, we really want for grow. We really want for minimize and able for save for we country in development one. Now that make every time we depend per donor support. Every other time we depend per donor support for making them able for because we they waste the money. Some office then the way you go, the workman they not better self, but if they tell you the budget where then they allocate to them, you self will ask. So for me, for Mr. President, I will not say this the last time, I will repeat it once more. Every of them new appointee or the one way they appoint so the first 100 days even if you want for be patient enough give them at least Lord say the first 6 months if you want for be generous enough the first 6 months anyone partner will not give you a proposal or development plan how I want for develop a ministry now for Sakam that person is not ready for go before Lord also don't back with say 5 years person go in a ministry nothing they're not able for do the it goes sad because this is not a helpful nation. Our salary no more than they take, then they pay them no more than they pay them. Yeah. So we government, then we the president really need for put their ministers there on their toes. Of course, me not get any problem with Senge. I believe say you able for put pressure on them ministers there. They need for deliver. Yeah. The other post way I'm very very impressed with now this and Chegno Bar. I know him because I work with him under NGOs, the more they work in Salondi. He's very, very outspoken. When I say very, very outspoken. And trust me, Mark, this word make people you will see say that man they get for deliver a lot for the nation because he's well aware of the issues then at the country, and I believe say he able for stand for the people and because that's the job we don't they do for me Sabi and for the past 5-10 years when me this alone think that me won't take for today. I'll let the other people in taking.
Thank you very much, Alpha.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir. You will just come. Where they ask you if you're still there. I know I'm calling your name. Yes, we're still there. Diana Salon. Wait to this thing will attack me, voice just no me throat. Eh? You want look serious? Ah, man, lie. Never think it tomorrow Sunday. By Monday, we go sabi yourself na. We sabi yourself. No worry, if you self one for if you something will not be touch on self. But if you want, I have to investigate the actual people that be the talk about where my voice come under that thing there. Yes, Uma, what you get for we, sir?
Thank you very much, my brother. I want to tell everybody thank you. I've been seeing somebody be the comment something say how for kind side. I be the try for I don't know if now something else the possible talk about. It's how for join. I don't know what you be the try for join. But anyway, First and foremost, me want start with what happened na Abacha. Na a disgrace, na a shame, and to me, if Marabio, I not care if the people that will make that street day, na favor then do salon, go not to Marabio then do favor, na salon. You need to do me favor, you work like that. I don't know if na Chinese company, if na salon company, if na gentle, but these are the things and what we don't talk now many times. We get engineers in Sierra Leone. If you ask them, say, do you have build bridge bar from your bathroom to your living room? They're not sabi do one. They're not sabi. They don't know how to do one. But then they work in a salon. If you call yourself, say, Mr. Mohammed, it look you because you know what the word engineer is. Like say you commit crime. Like say you commit crime. If you tell and say, Mr. Sise, you know, add the doctor there, Dr. Sise, like say you commit crime, let's say you kill person. But when they give them the job now, say, yeah, you qualification where you get PhD, you get master's, you get PBB, you get QIC, yeah, the job. They not sabi do one. Now the doctors in the wire. Now the education this what we get now Africa, Sierra Leone to be precise. How you gonna make road like that one day? In less than 3 weeks, where rain come, it damage and the way it damage us. So.
Less than 1 week, sir. Less than 1 week.
There you go, buddy. And when you do that, you show then this year. The pictures and what you show that line. Which side that we don't make and which side not be make it. Then look the same color. The color are the same. What did that tell you? They not do a good job. And anybody then I want come on. With a sea road construction right now in my neighborhood and they can construct we road them. When they don't do that nice because then they can't clear the first star. Then they root them all come out. What you see now dust or that little gravel. When they come for now me own neighborhood, one time they can't then do a bad job. It is me no nothing but engineering. I don't see any problem. But when we get a neighborhood watch, now they then go tell we say they don't call the company back. Say we let they pay you again. We feel say that job that you don't do it right. Me not even see any fault. But me not an engineer. But we'll get the neighborhood where I live, we get doctors, then we get engineers, they know what they know. The company can get for come back and redo them. And when they can do their road, then they take months before that dark charcoal color they change to that brown or that gray. This not 1 week. When you look up, it becomes the same color. It tells you not to better thing than do. Look how that thing turn up now. We have the rain come. It tells you how people are not fear to. Yesterday would be the talk about love. This now one. How you go love a nation? If you even if you're not to the contractor, but if now you award this contract to a foreign contractor, let's say you're not the subcontractor, now you award this contract to a foreign contractor, my brother. You and that contractor, they will afford in a court right now. We for don't see you on TV. We for don't see the president. And they talk with inventing the thing because you're not going to talk to nobody, not tell them more, or you need to watch TV, or you're not going to see that picture. Now, this president inventing that for the see right now. What if they talk with anger, for go after the one that will do crap like that. But now, so we left back. But yeah, we get somebody don't eat today. Nothing not going to happen. This they show you where people and some of the overseas. I make I can say, you know what? Give me a trade. Let go learn a trade. Because now would they see A lot of PhDs and this. Some people that you put in a society, then they're a salon. Everybody want PhD. Everybody want master's degree. They no sabi do nothing with them. Kandeh Yumkella, with all your experience in agriculture, what you do with in the parliament? What Kandeh Yumkella do? What it do? Even if he able do them physically, but let him voice out, because now that have been specialty. In doctor's degree in agriculture, if my memory serve me right, I've been listening once away with the talk. Now I get in. What you was advocate, and now make now they don't get everything what's in studio. What you be they do now the UNO, they don't put on a hand, low to go. But this guy no go. Hey, now I been the chairman today. Now I been picked today where they say go back there, go figure out all the one that will get them PhD them under the mango tick. Go figure that out and can't tell me if they can again. And I can tell the people in the kitchen pull and commodities. From where Abbas Bundu get that job in the parliament, where they meeting up in the parliament, then they talk like say they're concerned. Then they talk, they highlight, they talk how disappointed because he get genuine PhD. For let somebody go get PhD under mango tree. And then say, yeah, go investigate. That again, another thing, I don't know if they even know waiting a lobby in Africa. Because yeah, then they even hire lawyers them. A lot of industrial companies, that they do. Then they hire lawyers them where they go lobby for them to the senators them for whatever what thing they do. Then company that where they want build them factory, whatever. Now that Mame Bangura they try, if we don't use that word, the law will lobby. We can go meet them. Say, okay, now this one they try for do. Now this law na MBO one pass. We say this is beneficial now we own constituency or for we own people them or we own area. How about if we say attach that? Then we can come up with the name. We get both on our own side and we own side. That's not lobbying and a part of dialogue. For putting up the call and all kind of name, main officer, the guy believe we got for land for go say everybody not for go one side. Now the thing is all they talk about followers. Mame Bangura not believe in that. Even though when I get the under them and get the symbol, and I make I always they against this constitution and a day against symbol system. No, we do primary system. With now primary system, we need to get a problem here. Because even though when you did it under the party, but you really did it for your people and a constituency. Because I don't vote you in. The party, you just go there under the name. So you can vote against the party, you can speak against the party as long as the thing and the way they do, it go in the interest of the constituency which I come out, now that you just speak for. Now make me support the primary system like yeah. Now let's go to the promotion. You know, Alpha said this, I don't want to hold too much time, but it's completely right. Mother, I've been so happy of 5 people and where you fire. And please not bring them back. Not do like what you do with Dr. Sandy. How you manage back for bring Dr. Denis Sandy now you want Greno. But at least this time you put on side and not go for more people mamid again. Like what you do them we within a lands. And not go for harass nobody again. Now you go for the pave roads them. Because now it didn't works. But for create another department inside ministry, divide the Ministry of Information into 2, create all another ministry now boku money, and maybe don't happy all the advisors the way you fire. Because then and then have been waste. Now been complete waste, and I hope you don't replace them back. Don't replace them. You don't need them. Let me tell you, Salon not a big country where you need 10 advisors. You said something you don't insist alone problem. You be don't talk and trade. You said during the election you learn a lot because you go to Boku village, then you able to meet to the people, then you really understand what's in the problem. So Salon has only 7 million and not even feels up to we reach. Where you go get 15, 20 advisors, people like Tambi them. Where you take that guy they name the common on head. And you don't need all lending day. You need less government, money no day. You set up no say money no day. You know, where they create all here, it cause problem. The wage bill is just too high. But I'm so happy if you not bring JJ Safa again. You not bring Dr. Francis again. If you not bring Mr. Tambi again, and that guy who been in a Ministry of Sport, that arrogant one, I don't want to even call him. If you not bring a guy again, and also that mommy way pool na tourism because it have been a waste. It be just the work and na the world they go and build back for them. They say it promote tourism. Let go na Ghana, let's see how the president and the Ministry of Tourism they can promote tourism in Ghana. That woman they been just they take money na the cover, they go na France, a build table. They go na Italy, a build table. If they go and build back for them, they say they promote tourism. Then where that EU guy go talk about that bridge, that McBain bridge. Now the first one we attack the guy, not to your position, Andy. You na Minister of Tourism. Bring tourists then come so the country go get foreign exchange. Why you don't go put too much between EU guy where they talk say this bridge na EU funded bridge? You can't sit on a TV, they attack the guy. I'm glad the way they don't pull you. Until them say you na lecturer, go back na FBC. Let go sit on there. Now you go there, let go sit on there. Your new boss now go be Mohamed Rahman Soare because in the Minister of Labor. So now you go to negotiate with them about your pension. Now in that, my brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Omar. I want to say thanks to Omar for your submission. Yes, Ezekiel, welcome. What you get for me?
Thank you so much, Triple A, and all the panel listeners, and to all we listeners. I just want for begin with brother be end. Way they watch the list of position the way they don't open. I just worry about the wage bill. I just want for la prepare Sierra Leone people in. All man brace up. The only thing way it go happen in terms of development, pass something way then go mortgage to another 25 years to any other company where they come out overseas. Nine get for happen. Because this number of people and wait and don't bring come, each person get probably in an office 10 people in. It get security, it get young vehicles, maybe 3-4 vehicles in that office. We then go to maintain them, we then go get drivers. Ladies and gentlemen, the only development we una go see now something we will get for mortgage out for another 25 years to 50 years. 9 una get for see. Even the 400 million way then they talk about, just imagine spread that to teachers, to civil servants over 12 months. Just spread that day and see how much go left. My God. Another see, say this 1 year we don't talk say second term na development. Long we slow down with things there. But way a country this now the reason this way they see people and they go head up down upside down for let them get wings in a political party because they know the way they win, that's the only means of heavy employment. So this money, if money come from any international community, now half of that money they get for go to salaries and wages and other things. Any major development, that water business they una get for they complain again in Freetown. That light business una get for continue for complain. If anything change there, now somebody or other company again we go to mortgage down there to for 25 years. Una go talk again. Because this is unbelievable. We know they land, we know they try for consolidate, you know. Even Usai puts Yumkella, like say Ministry of Agriculture useless, like say Minister of Energy useless. I don't understand this, but we'll see. But most of the money way them go give we, now per salary go, wage bill now they go. Teachers, civil servant, ministers, vehicle maintenance and all that. And see the parliamentarian, the one the first way they not been there, we get for slap them $50,000. Okay, Lord they watch. So the next one way I want to talk about now, you mentioned that about special place not in now any of we cities where you go say this place here is void of any deplorable structure. Bring that can down to pan body. You know why we not get that? Because we not get no city planning. If we get that, there is no enforcement of any law. That are the first two things, and then the first way it lead to that. And then the third one, we not get no developer. No company, no day. This is the reason why that Nigeria guy can't if we all. Because we've been they expected, oh, then they can't open a place where it could be specially developed. Nobody know, they not go allow anybody for go mess them up. We not get time. We not get groups there where then they create develop place where go where then go see and say this side will not they sell and one half. Because the reality is like as long as you they sell the land half to people, like what we say concerning that restaurants, we hand them not equal. This man get money, maybe he go build 2-3 story building. The other guy not get, maybe he just build pan body they left her for another 10 years before he develop her. So as long as we not get law where they strictly look at even building the way they put up, let's say we not get developers, but we get law where they tell you say if you want put up structure now, we get forget this type of road for there, this type of line of electricity for there, this type of sewage get for the line for dryer before we put up. Guess what? That will encourage actually developers then for let them go they build now the cities, then people rent or buy. But we not get that. So as a result, we not go ever get special place where it develop. Because all man people are waiting they buy around the area, they're not equal. Even if they're equal, then maybe the plan where you get not to me get. So as a result, you building go turn so, me own go turn so. No city, not the city developer, not the can they say no. If we they build this now so the house facing this side, this for facing this side. We not get that law. So you they go na a community house one turn this way, house two turn this way. So that not the big problem we get now Sierra Leone for all we cities then. We not get developers and the government not they enforce any laws for make changes on anything. So that that concern they have been get on that area and we will continue to get that issue there over and over. The few guys that wait and they can and lie to we and they end up for cheap money in the country and left. The next one what we'll talk about basically now Mr. Bangura Mohammed, Bangura EBK, President Bio, Samura, and APC. They're all inside this category to Muhammad in behavior. He don't begin open the gate about some information the way they tell we seems like 90 enforce them for behave the way I they behave. First of all, the journalists been do very well. I wish it be add this question to them. Where it be say if they do this for in people and we know now how long you don't do in a parliament. I think the first question we if I don't ask them, especially we they constantly say if they do them for the people if I don't ask them, well, the past 5 years or so, you still been in a parliament and we believe say you've been there represent you people, right? Yes. So stake out some things that we don't do for you people in that place there where you go call us in a change of environment for their life. That for be interesting for your realm. Because it be so like really foundational on that idea. And they do it for me people and now the people elect me. It don't this not to the first time it don't the parliament. That question for be good for let it begin outline some of the things that we don't represent them people and we don't implement them they're another place. We the people and go feel say yes, it work for vote for. Yes, in get right for talk say it they go represent the people. But like Webra Uma say, it go na that place they through a party. We know we system where we get there, we they still try for nurse the democracy where we get there. And Uma, you're right. We get a lot of Democrats them, even that West Virginia, the governor we been there, where Trump be win, is switching party. Now be Democrat, where Trump win, is switching party to Republican. They're not doing nothing. They're not get for doing nothing. It's just that way the time come for can vote, the people and not vote for them. But in a democracy, the people and get right because now then they raise fund, now then they do the waka waka, now then they talk to people for let them vote for. So if the people vote for you in the midst of that time, you change your affiliation, then not get for do much, then they wait for the next election where you come, then kick you in the corner. But we own democracy is young and we they see this thing not to just an APC side, we see again way Taiwan others be one do some real reform moves at the beginning of the first term. We see how SLPP, muscle them quick, then change them tune, how for talk, you know. So and then the other thing, by EU side, where he begin talk, say he talked to Pakroman, then he talked to the president. This really make me heart like bleed for Samura, which of course this have been done talk before, even while Dana Salwa talk over and over. Now we they know exactly why Samura not able function well at all. The guy still not able ever behave as if nine the elect. He still look and sound and behave like now the appointer by Pakroma. And so this boy don't dey at some meeting. So it seems like he been get this man rather, he been get some inside uh, feeling and behavior where he don't see, where he bypass the man who has been hurt, where they at the front line, where in the field say then don't crook am. And nine they lead the party. And you they left am. You say you want to, we want peace, and now Pakroma, nine you for talk to. And you get the reason why you do them. And so it's very hard that that Samurai just did it like like a symbol, but he not get the power for use that. On both sides, both Muhammad and Pakroma, they never treat Samurai right, because even if let's say Muhammad bypass him, he call Kurma, why Kurma not talk say, boy, you get somebody where they lead on right now. If he they come to me for any peace talk, this is for be part of him. If he not the then behind the scene, for they put Samurai just like the way Samurai did, this really it piss me off, because we they expect and say if for act as a statesman, and the one way they represent them party, and now somebody they left and I can't call her, we want for make peace. Why the man way they vote for way he disgruntled right now, you not involve him by that process there. I don't understand. And let's say when he go to President Bio, I wish President Bio be tell and say, okay, this is not good idea, but we need the presidential candidate too for be part of this process. Because this whole thing, we already know definitely if you want peace, you need Pakroma for be part of it. But this time, not to time for they also just sideline Samura. When the main guy where people vote for. If una really want for can build peace, therefore involve them into this process. And I hope say not just a beginning. And I get so many feelings, obviously, for Honorable Bangura, because the self-aggrandization part this whole process is too much. Even if he been the do that thing that they behind doors, you no need for go out there and begin the tout them. That now basically a move for go against the whole setup of the APC where Samura is leading, and they even communicate that kind of move too. So are you telling me you more stronger for communicate to Pakroma for make relationship build with Bio more than Samura or more than the executive group for APC? So there's so much self-move here, because all of a sudden when you see the tension about not following the process, where APC say they no one involved because you don't commodity. So now you go quick and reveal some of the moves you don't make at the back door without the leader representing APC in or no. My brother, be careful. You they tread dangerous line. When leadership then a place, I've been the advice somebody once before. You therefore be careful. Even when you the correct leadership, you therefore be careful. Because if you not be careful, somebody one time tell me, wait and do something to me in a job. I'll be so angry and get me right. I want go pounce. And one of the top man then at the company tell me, he say, be careful for punch up. In other words, be careful for correct, like openly to one the way then they up. You get for be careful because you the plan forget a huge, future. The idea of running all over na the place, if you not take your time, na then they no more you go deeper. Wait and push you now, you run go na the other side. The other side where they go, they already know your character. They no go ever put you na the top. Now hand to much no more you go to get in terms of it being government level. So beware of this strategy where they play. Where something come, you run quickly, undermine somewhere for a piece na the other side, and then you come back and pull strings in order to take you too much places. Because all the top one, the way you they try for correct on the top. Places when they wait and they meet, they meet. And this they connect we back to way triple the aim and they say that restaurant way them build, not for everybody. We hand them not equal. People away then rich, then they find it difficult to get friendship with poor people. Because places like that, they wait and they go, they know whether then they meet they. Wait and don't spend, now then they talk and laugh together. Then people and they wait and commodity now. Then by the time then they don't for eat now that table, they then go don't share numbers because now that type of place where they know they see any level person for go. And so when you want for correct up, even if you get all the answers, beware of how you do them, or else you will definitely mess up your way to the top. Thank you so much, Triple A. God bless we all.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Jesus friend, your summary for the week, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for giving me the platform, and thanks a lot for talking through for all what happened at the week. I know say the week a lot of things we talk about, but mostly we surround the parliament itself. Because the Monday we will talk about reshuffling of the cabinet and who that then come up there. Then we talk about the absentee of the sitting one day would they for go do that contracted MPs would they absent themselves for the orientation for student at parliamentary day. So the APC then come out and not go. Then you get the APC member of elect back. We then talk about then conduct in terms of voting, then go profit or voting they not go get if they not go the first day. We will be see somebody within a parliament who come give talk about that to advise about the voting the law talk about in a parliament. And then that will come out from the final we talk about Mohammed Bangura, we challenge the APC them in terms of why they win. Then they boycotting for say challenge they say in no favor the boycott. But today he able for giving more again towards in explanation why it boycott, and then we again towards the award them like get. But here, what me take all over this parliamentary issue what they go on now because I'm more focused inside the parliament information, rather than go appoint, rather than be done elect, we not get, then the one then way the parliamentarian then we're not able for say then get seats. We not just people and way either then get influence to the president for one reason or then sabi one they can appoint them. Some of them appoint you don't see they appoint them can say. So but it all comes down to me what making see more on this area of honesty and fairness. Because that one day now with the look within the parliament where they don't make so when our government we comprise of would I get for good na the MDA them, would I get for dinner parliament per certain committee, would I then get for make up for talk with the legislative, when are the one then would the parliament, would I then go get for the talk to the parents itself, when are the president, when are the executive. But now the judiciary is done, they look. But the point of how the honesty and fairness, the behavior, the style, what in they mean, what in them they do, who not them, whose character wouldn't want to get, who them be don't be, what in them be don't do. Then things they are all most times they can only they bypass slide one thing from the other. Then some people you can see because of either way they sabi talk for sure saying that this I don't do, way they see the big example of waiting then do na in the question. But it comes down to honesty and fairness. the parliamentarian and fairness and the one they would appoint the honesty with the fairness, it can be a big problem to development. And do that now the behavior pattern, the passional behavior, what they can say moral. That standard day, people can get bad behavior or the one they will get that honest and fair behavior. That moral they will can just they talk say, oh, moral, the conduct, see. But what they can bring we now, what we they see, these are the area where government get for the look into, because why would they say what in government go able structure how you pick your team? If you they say you get a code of conduct, you get this legislative law when chapter 6 of the constitution, we talk about the parliamentarian then within or the people on MP, within they expect them, then the way they for behave, their moral and standard. But if you not put na law, say you go put law say, not to then just where you do this or where you cause here, where you do this. Now the service of what you want for give out for let you go able to put to development. If then why are they not put them into a law where it be say then put them part of that constitution where then they think say then they change. Say law day, if you can't put out say your performance will they put them to a level like how Alpha can bring up in your area, say you knowledge, you have to be creative, resourceful. You see all people, the areas and back, most time where they fall, and then things there you can see them, they fall down in terms of their performance. But if you not put them to law, where you go say, well, me, I go say if you not do well, I pull you. But when you not can put them to law, see an example waiting Mohammed they try to play with the law here, go so, but even though in now more of a difficult situation today, but you not put onto law tomorrow, you say, oh well, I know perform I sack you, I pull you. Yes, you go see that me get the executive power. What if that area they come shift small? Then you can't forget that area outside the conduct day for perform. Because when they change constitution, they go just change all things most time. Then they say, well, amend their law put so. But let us say then decide for change and left that side there. So, but what thing would they try for say? This then therefore they include how then they recruit MP them and how then they appoint them. But if you they follow the area of for recycle them, it go useful. But some things and material then you can't recycle it more than 1 or 2 times. Inefficient you know go do. In fact, like I for day where them be make a naturally no go day that stage until we reach a stage of recycling. So you go see say certain things then go take, just like mortal man. Because of him behavior, if not behavior make he able talk, he able narrate, say like and show how forget or identity. So all those structures that if you're not able to get them in place, when that management body who go advise you, so you go manage them here, they begin to get individual advisory as in the extent now so they think they dilute. But you get for concentrate you focus, then they make that area the way it come, they put your manifesto, you go work. But if you don't get those kind of things, you go always the doubt say how me go able for proceed with me own development plan what put you see because a government what is called a government na very difficult way they say they put up democracy. You the expense what they pana. Now you don't first create the expense for get a big ministerial body where you pick here, you extend, give people and say, okay, well, I want to give them because I favor them, because they don't help me. Then you add the ministry. You don't get the expense for the body will get for can do the function. Then you that function, then now when get for go do ministry, money don't left small. So you the expense of the democracy, you know, if you don't put them across to the area where now the delivery, but if the one day where they can deliver, the number of kufos forget what then they get. By the time the delivery go, they see say the economic shrink is still they come. But we don't see KK1 in a parliament outright. One of talk about development, then tell where they talk so, but area where you been specific about making the parliament in size for cut and down. I think that the area around themselves towards the last 3, 5, 6 months, we see AYV being flagged that particular information, say AYV KKY hits the press and so on. One of the speech been did about reducing the size, but now you don't accept and increase department, but you no question. For say, well, I be ready, no, not to forget how do I be visiting more than forgive me 1 pound then 1 year because me and me be talk outright say I don't want to let it increase. So he not go talk again. No, all he go do, he go want for perform whatever performance he go do. But we only hope say the deliverance into this first start 90 days or 100 days, we will able to see outcome of some them who will not expect them. And therefore begin the call and say, what did they do so you know right? But he therefore get deliverance where people and that standard day where you go say, me not to bad person, na good standard. But it questionable, we sell it with then recycle politician there. We get different way where they all can inside the party. They all can inside party, different party with different ways. Some of them are open, they be open for them, thinking there might be a change. Exactly when you talk of Mohammed, you talk of Sylvia, you talk of Alpha Khan, you talk of I think call this other man again, Haibab, Haibab, you talk of all these people and the way they've been kind to APC. So but I not go say there is a fault, but you go just see that then they look so busy, not for saying a call, na come, then bring this so that they go make maybe inclusion. Will not be know if that was the aim, but maybe that was the aim. But if they all the common eye they see there, I'm not support ABC idea. That was no more. Now the people and you go begin to see the people and say, this my Kaya, not to this style you can play, but then go become narrators. Then go explain to you, try to convince you. But this now the era now it be say we left anything na the media, it be replicated, it keep there as archive, then go see them. But only hope say time go come, we themselves go fed up. They say now, then they see there is no way for hiding too much. The media they pressure with the social media, low release for low self will open, low will be transparent and fair, low get honesty, now go make we get development. And thanks a lot again for talk we through. And I only hope say as we go on, then go able look for say no, it's enough, so that what you will get a small one, let we manage them. Because if you they talk about people and they thief and they do all this, some of them are social and middle class, they not get. There's no social security. Let them they create all those areas. The middle class go boku, then the lower class go lessen. So now so the thing they go. But if then the gap, the big one are just higher and lower, not even middle where they buffer, there comes the problem. Thanks a lot. Let's go to the nation. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, us friend.
You're most welcome, sir.
Yeah. One for say thanks to us friend for Ian submission today. Yes, sir. Who would they talk to?
This is Mohammed. I call from Virginia.
Yes, Mohammed. You get 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, Triple A. Let God bless Mama Salon. We don't try, but a couple of things in one church on with the previous caller them we mentioned. When they mention about the ministerial positions, them we then give, and the appointments them, and also the infrastructure aspects they make, we then just go put coal tar and then wipe off. Now let's talk on the ministerial positions then. You know, the country we don't get money. I believe say President Bio, the first thing we start for fire the advisors them. I was happy because they say, okay, this fire so now budget they try for put together, because if you don't fire about 5 of the advisors then President Bio don't need advisors. He says Guzima promo Sefiwaka. Alex Sefiwaka from State House, a Kandong Shekasti State Teller. He could not advise himself, that they alone. Now one don't advise for himself for letting us say, oh yes, people need help. You don't need their advisors and they pay them dollars, thousands of dollars. What did they do actually? Not enough. Okay. Now, so the ministries, the way you don't start for split up back. I don't feel say we need the ministry the for split them more back, say different ministries inside one ministry. If you don't combine, go back, you go split them up. And they all, the same. We just they put more soul, and we go count what is so foot not well. We just they make an at the top, the inside rotting. So I believe say if President Bio go back to the drawing board
Some of them ministerial position, the way it splits, let it compress them. Salone is less than 8 million population. If you can recall Rwanda, Paul Kagame, what you do? It downsized the government. It saved more money. And when you downsize the government, you save more money. Then they help you more to let you develop at a faster rate. Because the most of the money, the way you save, you're able to give more to the ministry and they're able to improve accessibility. So I believe the ministries and they irrelevant at this time for like Adam. You go add ministry the way you see say if the ministry the workload overload by the able for okay, well, this workload will reduce some. The president need to go back and since you don't get a chief minister or Senge, I hope say you able to sit down, then brainstorm, then do a good mapping out, and then see what thing need for do, and then put the dots them together. Now look come to the infrastructure aspects. Look, now road, not tar. One caller talk about the way I'm not visiting greater the road and just go pray the when you pray. This is a common sense. When you pray a tar, now a place where don't already tar, that tar no will ever stick. Because it don't meet the surface where you for greater. This is a common sense. Friction. The friction between strong, how you go able for grab surface there, maybe all the tagon, all the tower they can spread. Then they make a good farm. When you don't put that side, they come back, you cut them back for the second time. So, whether they do their feasibility study, they how they go what that quack engineer they will get there. Big problem. Check how much budget they don't make. Particular tidy they don't come put so. All don't wipe. They don't go back get back a fresh budget. And we are bankrupt. We don't get money. Because they don't know say it is wrong. Don't say it is wrong. But they are just doing it. Some man not get in $10,000 or $15,000 in your own courts. That's all they are thinking about. The time where they do their work and they do one, this will last for a couple of years before back when they come back to that road day. All now wasted resources they don't go. Go back all that new money, all that new way for get money back, for go put them back and say, okay, Lord, do the same road. Okay? Money wasted, no work done. So, now go back to KKY. Make KKY appointment. Yeah. And get them be being English then. I know parliament. Not for agriculture. Some of you not in a parliament, but agriculture will like agriculture. My thing is, what have you done in waiting at parliament for president bills and they say yes? Then you don't can get another position they don't give you. That position they give you so. Go for agriculture, go for labor, go for energy. That position KKY gets right now. Three ministerial position and they cover so as one. You cannot do on green highway not think of agriculture. You get to talk to the Minister of Agriculture, you get to talk to the Minister of Labor, you get to talk to the Minister of Energy. Find out say in position they don't create for us so. Down again, once I have 10 or 15 people of his staff who go there with them, they want in the all and get for receive salary. I believe say people and probably just don't wait. How the goody go? Give them the car in back. But we go pray say for work for the country, they can call the ideas them all for brimstone together. Thank you very much, Triple A.
All right, thank you very much. Well, that's nice. So they can't come out here. Let's begin this other person. Yes, Mo, what you get for we 5 minutes?
Yes, Triple A. I just want to light on a few things then, about these things where they go on right now in a salon, right? Um, One of the things that we want to touch on, we Ezekiel talk about, which as my Bangura be talk kind of in mind, I begin scratch me, I begin ask, what's not the position of Dr. Samura Kamara at the APC? Yeah. And this same thing be don't happen back during this riot, during the election, sorry, when people they go up and down, this demonstrate, people they do this more. Oh, una talk to Anes by Kroma, una talk to Anes by Kroma. But Anes by Kroma is not the face of APC anymore. He's not. We don't know what's in the happen at the back. Yeah, at the back door, we don't know. But without the face of APC, now Dr. Samura Kamara. Sorry. So Samura Kamara need in your respect. Or let somebody bypass Samura Kamara, go to Anes by Kroma, and it's like what people may talk saying Anes by Kroma in toy with Samura Kamara. It is. Because this is very disrespectful to him. Yeah? It's very disrespectful to him. For let somebody say, oh, I don't talk to Anes by Kroma, I don't talk to Madabio, I don't no, come on, man. You have to talk to because anything happen, not Anes by Kroma they were responsible. It's gonna go to Dr. Samura Kamara. Yes, he's the one. Now he will sabi as the face of APC. Not to nobody else to sabi. So the other thing again what they talk about is about this and offices that where people in the normally criticize this office where the president don't create. But I draw people their attention again. People in the ask about the wage bill. But how me see to me, right? You don't ever try to get document now each office in a salon. We know how many places that you go work out, forget one, how long it will take you. Again, we dey cry for the unemployment in a salon. How your economy they run if your money not they flow? They ever run. If your citizens they know they get access to money for buy and sell, unemployment rate so high, how your economy go they run? That we dey cry say, students they come on at university, then come down and not get jobs them. We say the government not get ideas how to create jobs for people them. Now, if the government don't go again, don't create offices there for people them. Say, are the employed Sierra Leoneans there, not to other foreigners there in the Kauk. Now, Sierra Leoneans in the Kauk. And I want to take this mentality out of, begin to positively say, anybody within an office now, they need for the monitor and they need for the investigate any fund where they can each department. I think that's what they try for say now. Not to just for create office, money day, without no monitoring system no day. Now the Anti-Corruption Commission are there. But how do they monitor them people are? That's what they talk right now. Because when you create an office, you don't create employment for Sierra Leoneans then. Now 10, 15 to 30 university students they don't employ. If no more, they never go to party picking business. Now Sierra Leoneans then they don't employ. Now that need to look at. Say you don't create space for other Sierra Leoneans and forget job. I hope say the thing they wouldn't tell them for do, then be able to do it for the country. Then they will go see the benefits. Just like when everybody shower praise to Dr. Moina Senge, say you don't do well, and then everybody they say this new guy in a bar, when they don't give this ministerial position, therefore now in passing student very good. And that's thing that we want to say we want to see young people in our office. Government don't give them a chance. Let we all put on together. Let we support them. Let we say how things they go. Because if it's 10 to 20, Sierra Leoneans then they get salary every month. I'm a market self go in back in business go sell. That hotel self go get paid. That airline self go get this. So even landlord themselves, they're not gonna let us pay the rent again. So things don't go to flow in a salon. That's what we want. But if you go to office or office in a salon, you pass 20 to 30 people just to line. You don't know what they do safe. Try on our Taki, try on our immigration, try on our other offices them. In 6 years, then just team up, you don't know what they team up for the office and they work. It happened there. So now if the government don't get initiative, we don't create office for them, no, we support and always wish the best for them. And that's what we want for surrounding them. That's have go help we there. You want the way they call we there? For them, man, this not the old. They're not going to call we again. Because what? Then self don't get salary and they get salary for take care of themselves and their family. And that we want. That's salon we want to see. You know what to make here? We not care about government. Yeah, we not care about what happen about politics and then country there with because government, no government will go and implement for other side them. Nobody care about each other now for financially. Because we know so everybody get job. So nobody need big nobody now. That is not so we want to salon. So I want people don't criticize that. Everybody get us to become a critic, but don't criticize positively. You know. So man not take anyway, man not go for AAA. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Mo. That's not Mo in take. On waiting Mo say so, yeah. If we check the budget of one ministry created, I feel to see if we get a factory in a salon, more people go enjoy that money there. It go spread far and wide as compared to one ministry. Because one ministry we go get permanent secretary, get the minister, get the deputy minister. The money will they pay them. Even a factory, yeah, that money they go far by that factory they than that ministry. Yes, government a great job, and government for able for help the private sector for thrive. Make the private sector handle job creation. Government na the highest employer. Now make politics the outside right now in a salon. You have for dance to the government in tune. You have for dance to the powers that be, so that waiting do you go get job. Eh? Government they spend beaucoup. If fine government creates, government hire, but government not get money for pay. Government they end up go big. We get it to call budget. We the outside one, then the help we. Then the help we. The outside wall, they promote them. Then the help we. Which we budget too. Then the help we. But we would expand so we create job for other people then. Now the money would pay them. That's not the problem. The money would pay them. I don't say government for build factory. Eh? I don't say government for build factory. I say the money who they spend per one green ministry, let's say that they don't create. You know how much factory that they go pay. But I don't say the government go build factory. Eh? If you want to compare employment, now make government for able help you make an enabling environment, the private sector thrive. We go hire more people where factory go come. Well, I compare with waiting mostly having like this ministries and we happy. How many people then go hire under because the money they spend a beaucoup. But if you get one factory, it go fine wide. Yeah, he employs 100 people. 100 people. You know how much people then go get out of that 100 people in there? Now that's how they try for say. And also let government go open factory. Yeah? Look, I just want to make we understand that one day. More rights in you. Government they create job for people. But at what expense? At what expense? Now the same tax that they grumble for. Now they give the people them back. The same tax. Well, wait. I'm not going to understand. Wait, small. Small no more. We go understand how they go. Soon. Right. And you see, anyway, what done this week, we go there back with them. We go there back Monday. Tomorrow we go join the YV on Sunday. Maybe likely tomorrow we'll go live somewhere around town. But Diana Salon. Eh? Yeah. We watch KKY. On pa cold thing, Mr. Bankasoka. All thing along. Watch we get. I think say Daniel they will tweet in it. We don't try you. Kai! See the time. You hear they call on the I don't know. Two meets back on Monday. Rest. I'm falling at Rest.